Welcome to the deep dive. We cut through the marketing hype to give you the real story. Today, we're getting into power tools, specifically a circular saw blade from Milwaukee. It's the 7¼ inch, 24-tooth nitrous carbide framing and demolition blade. Sounds intense, right? Nitrous carbide, that's their own special super hard metal mix. We're basing this on some really thorough testing done by a third-party reviewer, Savage Reviews. So our mission is pretty simple. Does this blade actually live up to its pretty wild claims, especially cutting through nails and stuff? And is it worth the premium price for you? Let's dig in.
Yeah, the claims are definitely where it gets interesting. Milwaukee's basically saying it's the fastest cutting and longest life blade out there for framing and demo work. They even claim it can frame 4 whole houses or handle a full home remodel. That's a lot. They're estimating it lasts 4 times longer than competitors.
4 times the life, wow. I mean, I've wrecked blades hitting just one unexpected screw. So a claim like that definitely gets your attention. Is that just talk, or did Savage Reviews find anything, concrete?
Well, the independent tests from Savage Reviews were pretty revealing. They actually timed it. They found this blade cut through 94 nails embedded in wood in just 47 seconds.
Right, 94 nails. Under a minute.
Yeah, and they said that was about twice as fast as similar blades they put through the same test. So it's not just marketing. Seems like there's real performance there.
Okay, that is impressive. So what's the secret sauce then? How does it manage that?
It seems to be a combination of things. First, that nitrous carbide formulation you mentioned, it's proprietary, super hard stuff designed to take abuse, basically, heat and impact resistance. Then they have these things called diamond cooling vents, little channels cut into the blade.
Cooling vents, like for a computer.
Sort of, yeah. They reduce heat buildup when you're cutting hard or hitting metal. Keeps the blade from warping, which is a big killer for blade life. Plus, they apparently use more carbide per tooth, welded on really well, making it much tougher against chipping. They claim 5x cutting life and really tough demo stuff because of this. And that 24-tooth design, it's aggressive. It's made for tearing through material fast, and that cooling tech means it doesn't overheat easily when it smacks into nails or screws.
Right, okay, so it's definitely packed with tech, built tough. But, tech usually comes with a price tag.
Yeah.
And this blade is, around $25. We can grab, say, a Diablo blade for maybe $12-15. So that leads to the big question for anyone listening. Is that performance boost really worth, double the money for your saw blade?
That really is the core question. And the feedback from pros that Savage Reviews talked to was, well, it was mixed. It really depends on the job. Framers doing remodels, they seem to love it. The guy's constantly hitting hidden nails, old screws, stuff buried in walls.
Okay, because they never know what they'll hit.
Exactly. They said it just powered through that stuff without wrecking the teeth or binding up the saw, saves them a ton of time and, frankly, frustration.
Right. But what about the framer who's just doing new builds? Clean wood? No hidden surprises.
Yeah, those users were more skeptical. They questioned paying that premium price for demolition features they just didn't need very often. Why pay for nail-eating ability if you're mostly cutting clean studs?
So it's not necessarily the best blade overall, but maybe the best for a very specific, very tough job.
Precisely. The takeaway from Savage Reviews wasn't just it works, but it works exactly like Milwaukee says it will for its intended job.
Mm-hmm.
The tests showed the teeth stayed sharp after hitting lots of nails. The cooling vents did seem to prevent warping, so that 4x life claim, it actually seems plausible, but specifically in those heavy-use nail-hitting scenarios.
Okay, so it's a niche product, but a powerful one for that niche.
Absolutely. If your work means you're constantly battling embedded metal, doing heavy demolition, tearing out old structures, this blade probably pays for itself pretty quickly. Save time swapping blades, you save the hassle. But it's not your go-to for fine finish work or just general cutting where, brute force isn't the main goal. It's a specialist tool.
That makes a lot of sense. It's about matching the tool to the real task at hand. And that actually brings us to our final thought for you today. Think about this. Where else in your work, or even your life, could investing in a premium specialized tool for those really specific tough challenges actually end up saving you more time, hassle, maybe even money, compared to just sticking with a cheaper general-purpose option? Something to mull over. The deep dive's helping you get informed, fast.